Matthew and Seth are here. Please raise your hand if you have a question. We'll start front off with Jameson.
For Matthew, obviously, it's been a huge team effort of these playoffs. Everyone's getting goals, everyone's getting points. But how much is Barkey still kind of leading the charge out there for you guys? And how impressive is just what he does every single game, even the little things we don't see?
Yeah, I think that's the stuff that fires us up the most is the little battles, the little stick lifts, the one-on-one wins, the little plays, the skills that maybe the average fan doesn't notice, but we definitely notice. He's the full package. I've seen it here for almost 3 years now. It's an honor to play with him. I'm so lucky to share the ice with him, and you see all the skills that he has in practice, and obviously shows in games. So he is leading right now and doing it in such an amazing way. And we are getting contributions from everybody, like you said, but he has definitely been leading the charge, and we're so lucky to be able to follow him.
Seth, good morning. With 3 of the 4 teams left, obviously being, quote, South teams, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, you played as a kid in Dallas. What were those years like for your development? What do you remember about how well organized it was then? And can you kind of believe that this, we keep saying non-traditional markets when that's kind of an outdated term, but hockey seems to have taken root in these places that people probably couldn't have envisioned 20 or 30 years ago.
Yeah, definitely not. I grew up in Colorado when I started playing, but I did move back to Dallas, and I played a few years of youth hockey there. It's came such a long way. I think obviously the Stars being good and winning that cup in early 2000 definitely helped the development, push that along, same as Colorado at that time. But when I was there, you can see more and more kids starting to play in Texas. And then really the past, 8 to 10 years, you see kids actually moving from the northern cities down to Texas because the hockey has really grown. Where before all the good kids out of the southern cities would move up north to Chicago and Michigan and New York and these places. So you're kind of seeing families start moving down. The coaches are really developing kids now down there, and we're competing for regional championships, national championships every single year at the U14, U16 levels, and I have the privilege to go down there. I skate there in the summer at those rinks, so I see a lot of those kids, those coaches. I keep up with them in the summertime, so it's great to see the game growing in non-traditional markets, so to speak.
Front right.
Matthew, obviously Sam Reinhart wasn't able to play last game, but we saw the video of him in the room with you guys pregame, hyping you guys up. Just what did it mean to be able to have him still in the room and still having his presence in some way, even though he wasn't able to be on the ice with you guys?
Yeah, he was around the whole day and did his normal routine. If I wouldn't have known, it looked like he was going just the way he was doing everything he normally does on a game day. So, even with him not playing in the actual game, just having him around is huge. And we know he's going to be back. So just having him around and keeping that going. And he's been reading it the last few wins, so he kept the lineup read going. And it was an awesome read as it's been, and got us fired up for the start.
Left side, second row.
Seth, I know everybody's talking about can't look ahead, you can't look past tomorrow, that kind of thing. But a lot of these guys have been here before, but this is kind of your first foray in this deep. What's it like? What's it like to be this close to playing for something that you've probably dreamt of your whole life?
Yeah, it feels great. Obviously being around these guys, it's helped me really stay in the moment. These are probably some of the biggest games I've played in my career for sure. I've been to the second round a couple times before, but being in the conference finals is obviously a big deal, and I'm just trying to take advantage of the opportunity I've been given. I said before, I'm happy that I'm here right now. Happy I'm playing alongside a lot of these great guys, and they've been nothing but awesome when it comes to being patient and teaching me how to play their style of game. And I've enjoyed every single minute I've been here. So, I'm taking it one day at a time, just like they are. We're not looking too far ahead, and neither am I. And we're still preparing for a 7-game series here, and just continuing to play our game.
Is this starting to become like home? Moving here in the middle of the season is tough, but
yeah, for sure. I'm still renting a place, so I don't have full roots down yet. But there are some years left on the contract, and I'm just focused on hockey right now. I'm not really focused on anything else besides being the best player I can be on the ice and trying to help the team win.
Matthew, also with Reinhart, we saw you make it a point when you were up by 5 to go after Aho and probably make him answer for that hit the other night. How much is that first of all, was that the intent, and how much is that a part of playoff hockey to from an intimidation standpoint, that if you're going to go after one of our guys, we're going to back him up at some point?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really look at it like intent or intimidation at all. It's just sticking up for teammates, and we're a family in there, and it could have happened to anybody, and there's probably 20 guys racing to be the guy to stick up for a teammate like that. Like, that's just how our team's built. That's why we're successful. It's why we're a family. And if something happens to one of our teammates, it's I don't think the rest of us were too thrilled at that play in Game 2. So, but it is what it is. It's done with, and now the only way we can get him back is by winning the series. So just one more, and like Jonesy said, we're preparing for Game 7. That's how we play. That's how we prepare. So, but hopefully we can take care of business tomorrow.
We'll take 3 more questions, left side, third row.
Matthew, when you and Carter and Sam get it cranked up, you can kind of feel the buzz in the building. When you guys score, you're physical. I just wanted to know, like, from your perspective, when you're on a line that really clicks like that, and we can do so many different things together, how much fun is that for you?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun when you're predictable and you know how you're going to play. I know I talked about it the other day, but just the way you prepare, you know what your game's going to look like, and that's what makes it fun. It's what makes it easier. Makes it easy to read off each other. We're playing well as a line right now, but playing tight to each other and making little plays and give and goes, and that's where it's really fun. They've been playing really great, and it's been easy for me to play with them. Just kind of trying to follow their lead with the forecheck and the little plays and everything like that. But it's fun, when we're getting in on the forecheck and finishing hits and playing in their zone and getting good scoring chances. Ultimately leading to goals is the goal. But I thought the building was electric last night, and yeah, credit my line mates for how they played getting them going.
Right side, third row.
Matthew, I wonder if you could just speak to a little bit of the evolution of Sam Bennett from what you've seen from him, Sam Bennett, the Calgary Flame, to now Sam Bennett, the Florida Panther, and the impact that he has on a team and on games as you've seen him through the course of his career.
Yeah, that's a tough one because he's obviously become, a very, very, very talented player. He's always had the talent. He's always had the work ethic. He's always had the bite, the jam, everything. I think a lot of it's got to do with opportunity. I mean, he didn't get the opportunity in Calgary that he has here with the minutes and how he's utilized and everything. And, don't know why that is. Maybe that's just a personnel thing or whatever, but he's just taken off as a whole new player here in Florida for everybody to see. Even though in Calgary I saw it all along, and us as players saw it all along, and we weren't too thrilled. I know, especially him being a great buddy of mine, I was not too happy when he got traded from Calgary, but was also so happy to see him come here and have a chance and really flourish. So you just see him year after year, playoffs after playoffs. Like that's where he makes his name, is in playoffs, and that's where you really, really see it. He's probably one of those guys that's a definition of a playoff player, and it's really fun to play with him, especially at this time.
My apologies. We'll take 2 more questions. Right side, second row.
Hey, Matthew, last night Paul Maurice mentioned, you've had experience being up 3-0 before, obviously last year in the final. What do you guess take from that, and how does that help you kind of keep small picture here when you're in a situation?
It's a 7-game series. I think what I take from it is we've won 3, but it doesn't take 3 to win a series. That's the simplest answer I got for you. It takes 4. We need 1 more. It's the hardest one to win. They're going to be ready, and I know we will as well.
Last one, back left.
Matthew, you've talked a lot about family and, of course, Barkov and the leadership he has. How much does that play into just the way that your guys' depth, you have guys who've maybe sat out, like last night Boqvist comes in, he's able to jump on the first line and immediately contribute. How much does all of that play into that?
I just think everybody on our team, we are not in this position right now because of one person. We're here because of the whole team and the depth and guys coming in and out of the lineup and different guys stepping up at different times throughout the year, throughout the playoffs. And that's what makes our team successful is the camaraderie, how much fun we have, how much we root for one another, and just how much we care about one another. So, we are a family in there, and, when a guy comes in after being out a little bit, it's like he's been in the lineup the whole time. And I thought the guys that have come in and out have been unbelievable for us and great energy for us and everything. So it's great to see, you definitely root for guys like that to have success, and we would not be here without any of those guys. And yeah, our depth has been so crucial for us, and it's a big reason why we're here.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, guys.